Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. And this battle started rather suddenly, but we are looking at Aurorik78, and this time round he's in the Bat Châtillon 25 ton. Yes, and alongside him in this one is Duffy in the GBD 152. He's a little far behind at the moment, but he's still in the game. Okay, 105mm gun, capable of 390 alpha, and it's a 5-shot autoloader. He's found the enemy straight away. In fact, it's an EBR 105. They've got 2 light tanks on the enemy team, an EBR 105 and a Tessac. On our team, we've got a Manticore, or we did have an EBR 105. It looks like he just got wiped out, taken out by the enemy EBR. So, not so good. We're down by 1 tank already, but let's see what he can do to the enemy. Or, as you know, Aurorik is testing out and seeing exactly how he can use medium tanks as light tanks in the game to do spotting. Oh, he did get spotted, and he pulls back before anyone could do any damage. Now, the reason behind doing a medium tank and doing spotting is that logically, normally, that would mean that there might not be a light tank on the enemy team, but in this case, there are 2 light tanks on the enemy team, but they've been badly damaged. The Tessac is down to just 92 hit points now, and he probably won't be so effective for the rest of the game. Now, Aurorik's in reload. Standard reload, 39.16 seconds, but I think his reload is a lot faster. Okay, showing 2.73 between... Oh, that was the Tessac. But the EBR on the enemy team has just been wiped out. And it looks like the Tessac was as well. Okay, so now we can move forward. Of course, the Bat Chat is fast, 65 kilometers an hour maximum speed. And it's got pretty good camo as well. At the moment, Aurorik's got 52% stationary camo, 43% moving. As you can see, his equipment is Bounty Exhaust, CVS, and Improved Vents.
Moving to support you.
Okay, he's got the Bat Chat. Oh, 1 shot takes him out. That was handy because somebody pumped a lot of damage into that Bat Chat at the right moment. And now he's right behind the enemy. Yes, so now it's going to be very difficult for the enemy to fight because somebody's going to be behind them all the time, shooting them in the rear. Look at that. He's got an MX-50B over there. Okay, so that guy's now going to be hitting or receiving shots in his rear armor. He's not going to be happy about that. That's 2 shots in. And he pulls back into cover just as the next shot goes in. Now, is he going to pop the reload? He's only got 1 shell left. He ought to use it. And yes, he does get a hit. In fact, he got an engine fire on the MX-50B, and he's still burning. So he got 462 hit points from the burn alone. He's already up to 2.6k of actual damage and 1,795 of spotting. Okay, there are only 1 tank up on the enemy now, but look how he's actually placing himself in the bushes, getting ready to attack the enemy. Okay, he's reloaded, ready to go. It's a pity it's not showing the reload time, but now we've got a Foch, I think. Is that a Foch? No, it's a Breaker. And there's an IS-7. Well, he gets a shot into that guy, but it's a low roll. The Breaker comes back. First shot actually hits the tracks. That one went in, and that's a high roll. That's a high roll. Okay, so he's only got 1 shell left. He's got to be careful once he goes into the bushes that he doesn't get spotted because he takes 1 quick shot. There's the Foch B. a little further away, but he's just got wiped out. And very close to us is a DBV-152. It looks like he's down in the dip where the Arty normally goes. Of course, there's no Arty in this game, which makes it easier. Leopard 1, we're almost loaded. This guy's going to get a nasty surprise. First shot goes in, a high roll. Second shot actually hit the tracks. And he fired that one blind. And that one. And that one in as well, but he did get spotted, so he's going to have to pull back. And the easiest way to pull back is actually to go forward, because this thing does accelerate quite nicely. But as quickly as he can relocate, he'll go unspotted again. Okay, does a quick spin to come back. The Leopard's gone. There's only 5 enemy tanks remaining, including this Taschenratter. Okay, he's waiting for the reload to complete. There we go. First one goes in, it's a low roll. Oh, a high roll, sorry, actually. Next one hits the tracks. No, that one hit the armor. That one went in, and it's a high roll. And the kill shot actually goes to the KR1, which must be nice for him because he's tier 8 in a tier 11 game. Or is it tier 9 in tier 11? Okay, he's decided he's going to push forward, and he's found the DBV, but he's still in reload. But the DBV's just fired, so he's in reload as well. Takes a glancing blow, but he's now spinning around the DBV, reloading, and the guy's trying to get his gun to bear, but he can't because the Bat Chat's so much faster. First round goes in. Second round goes in. He's getting help now. And he gets the kill shot for number 3. And there's the last enemy. It's a BZ-79. And blind shots him from a distance away. And that gets the win. Here's the end of battle results, and that was an ace tanker game for Aurorik78 of SAMS in the Bat Châtillon 25-ton. He managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. Fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 12 in this one. He also managed to get a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else in his team. And he did pick up a high caliber for dealing the most damage. And most of that was into the enemy rear whilst they were trying to fight to the front. And yes, so he managed to get behind them and perforate them. His win rate from that one, 9,449, which is Super Unicum standard and quite a bit more. Let's have a look at the team score and see where he is. Well, he definitely got the highest damage with 7,104 hit points altogether. The second highest damage in the game happened to be Duffy, who got 5,598. So he helped him to do a lot of damage as well. And when it came to the third highest damage, that went to the T803, the Terminator. Was that not the Terminator? That's the new tier 11, actually. And that guy got a steel wall out of this game as well. He got 4,135. When it came to kills, the high scorer was Aurorik with 4. 3 kills went to the BZ-79, the tanky kill right at the end of the game. And 2 kills went to the T803, the KR1, and the E5 on his own team. We can see that Duffy only got 1 kill out of the game. But when it came to base XP, we can see that, yes, it's Aurorik again. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,412 base experience points went to Aurorik. 1,131 went to the T803. And 1,066 went to the Breaker. And we can see the KR1 also managed 1,011 with Duffy just behind with 912. So 4 players managed to get over 1,000 base, and Duffy wasn't far behind. He fired 28 rounds in that game, got 25 direct hits on the enemy and 19 penetrations. 7,104 hit points of damage, of which 4,402 broke more than 300 meters. Most of those shots right into the rear of the enemy. 41 hits received. Well, that was down to the Tessac and, of course, that autocannon, which spits rounds at you at a phenomenal rate. 33 of those penetrated, 8 non-penetrations, but it wasn't too much of a loss of hit points. He blocked 128 hit points of damage out of that anyway with those 8 non-pens. 10 enemy vehicles were damaged, 4 were killed, so there's the Confederate, and 2,923 hit points of spotting assist in that game. So that's near as damn it 3,000. So it's about 10,000 combined damage in this game for Aurorik. He made 69,783 credits profit from the game. And on top of that, he got 7 bonds for it being tier 10 and 15,885 experience points out of it as well, including 12,708 from mission completion. If we do a quick look to see what Duffy did actually, we'll bring up there, click on this, we can see Duffy actually got 5,598 hit points of actual damage. Some of that was spotted by Aurorik, and he also got 401 of assistance as well. And yes, he was doing quite nicely as well out of the game. So combined damage for the platoon is 15,000 overall. Well, more than 15,000. Actually, 16,000 overall. Because if you include the spotting, add to the actual damage, yes, it is. It's about 16,000 hit points of damage. That's an awful lot for a platoon. And when you consider that the rest of the platoon, well, they didn't do much out of this game at all, really, if you think about it. But yes, these 2 players right at the top actually accounted for most of the enemy team, with a few exceptions who helped along the way, the T803 and the Breaker. I hope you enjoyed that replay. That one was actually played a couple of days ago, just sent in, and I thought it would be interesting to put it up straight away. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.